here's the thing, okay? A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, Filian played VR chat regularly. Okay, this is a story I haven't even told on my own stream. But the important thing to note about this is that I was talking to some dude in VR chat, and he said, "Hey, Filian, are you going to Twitchcon?" And I said, "I don't know, maybe not, probably not." And he said, "Oh well, you know, in case you change your mind, like we got this really effing cool place. We rented it last year. It was super sick nasty." I was like, "Oh really? What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, man. We're gonna be on like the top floor of the highest building in San Diego, and we're gonna be just partying it up for the whole 3 days." And I was like, "Wow, that sounds pretty crazy, my man." And he's like, "Yeah, and the best part is we're gonna have a hot tub on the roof." And I was like, "Okay, you know, like this dude's known to exaggerate before and like make up stuff." And he's like, "Yeah, if you want, we could be part of the effing group. You know, you could be part of like the 12-man group or whatever the frick." I was like, "That's lit, yeah." And I was like, "Okay, well, how many women are gonna be there?" And he's like, "Well, you know, you don't want it to be too much of a sausage fest. You kind of want to mix it 50-50. If there's too many women and not enough guys, and it's a problem. And if there's too many women and not enough guys, they become hormonal." He started like saying like this weirdly like sexist talk about how women can't function without enough men.
Oh no! Well, it's because clearly he knew the secret, and that's when there's too many women. Fun fact, chat: if there's too many feminine persons, if they're congregating in an area and there's more than 5, a gaggle of pussy, if you will, if there's more than 5, like, we could start triangulating, you know, and with our pussies combined, we can like contact the mother world, and there's just like you don't want too many around at the same time. You're gonna need to put some penis around there, because without it, like, you know, mountains will shake and the ground will break open, and just like the tectonic plates. You know, Pangea, too many women were near each other and the earth cracked.
What?
Yeah, that's why.
What is happening right now?
No, they weren't being sexist. They were just prepared. They're because like all of our tectonic plates are
right.
The vibrations within our situation downstairs can be calamitous towards the world.
Yeah, that's what he told me too. And I
Cataclysmic,
said, "You're gay."
yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe him. So we went from there, and I was just like, "Okay, well, like, what are we doing?" And he's like, "Oh, you know, last year, like, people were getting crazy, man. They were doing all this effing stuff. They were doing like drugs and stuff. And at one point, they started having sex and in the pool." And I was like, "Oh no, that's so bad." And he's like, "Yeah, man, no one wanted to get in the pool after that." So then he's like, "We made a rule this year." It's like cool kids. It's like I feel like listening to like an effing like dude give me a speech on how to be cool. He's like, "This year in the hot tub, there's gonna be no sex." I was like, he's like effing laying down the law, and he's like, "You know what? You have to wear clothes in the hot tub. You can't be naked." I said, "Okay, but what if you're naked and you're not in the hot tub?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." So naturally, I'd ask him questions, right? I'm like, okay, so what if I'm naked, but I'm standing right next to the hot tub? And he's like, "Oh, well, I guess that's fine." And I was like, "Okay, well, what if I'm wearing like a bikini bottom, but I'm standing in the tub with no top, but I'm not under the water?" And he's like, "I guess that's not fine." I was like, "Wait, what's so wrong with that, bro? I mean, you're not in the water technically."
These are the questions.
He was getting pissed off. What's up?
What? Why would he get pissed off? You're trying to make his party better by putting all the options.
Yeah, you're right. So I'm like pushing the back. I'm just trying to see like where exactly this like is lies, you know? And I was like, okay, so so you can't be in the hot tub with your top off, even if you're standing outside the tub. He's like, "That's right." So then I was like, "Okay, well, how about this? I'm not gonna go unless you do let me be topless in the hot tub." And this dude like paused. He thought for a second. I could see the gears in his head turn. He's just like, "You drive a hard bargain. Sounds good." And it's like, I was like, "Wait, really?" And he's like, "Yeah, for you and you only, tops are optional." I was like, "No way, bro! Let's go!" So it became a joke with me and my entire friend group to just walk up to each other and be like, "Yo, man, do you know tops are optional?"
Wait. Did you go to the party?
No, definitely not. I so then I was like, okay. So then I was like, okay, well, you know, we gotta keep pushing the envelope. You know, we gotta see how far this man's willing to go.
Absolutely.
So I said, okay, well, let's negotiate. I'm like, okay, listen, man, I really appreciate it, but like, I don't know if I want to go if I can't just be completely naked. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I really want to get crunk at the party. And he's like, you know, you know, and I'm like, it's so he's like negotiating. He's like, okay, you can see the internal struggle. He's like, do I let her be completely naked in the hot tub? But that means she'll come to the party. But wait, no one else will be able to do that. So what do I do? So, so you can see like the internal battle going on in his mind. And we had like 4 people around and be like, yeah, man, let her be naked. Let her be naked. We were like, this dude was getting cyberbullied. And eventually he's like, oh, fine. Okay, you can be completely naked in the pool. And everyone gathered around him and we were just like, wait, so that means bottoms optional too? He's like, yes, bottoms are optional. And at the same time, everyone in the group is just like, that's optional! Let's go!
Dude! Optional. Dude!
So
okay, so...
I negotiated a random nerd into letting me be naked in this hot tub if I went to his party. Which I don't know what kind of negotiations those were, but...
you broke this man, just so you know.
Yeah, I corrupted his party.
You ruined his brain, you corrupted his party, and then you didn't even show up.
No, I didn't show up.
He was probably sitting there waiting. He had a little golden sash for you that said, like, I'm the only one allowed to be naked in this pool. Like, he probably...
I went there, he would have expected me to start twerking naked. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Say you only twerk for you know, people in your posse, and he's not in your posse. He's wearing too much clothes. Also, if he offers to take off clothes, you'd be like, well, no, you're supposed to show up here without clothes. That's how you know you're cool. Now you're just trying to fit in. I'm leaving.
Exactly. Now you're cringe, right? And then you can't win either way. Yeah, it's fair. Checkmate, atheist. But yeah, we started like annoying him even more, and he's like, okay, so no bodily fluids are allowed in the pool, Filian. I was like, okay, so I can't pee in it? And he's like, that's right. And I was like, okay. I was like, but what if I get my period in it? And he's like, no, you can't do that either. And I'm like, but how can you help it if you're a girl in a bikini? Like, what difference does that make? And then he's like sitting there trying to reconcile the fact that girls can have periods in the pool.
You're giving out secrets, Filian. People don't know this.
He didn't know what to do. He was so lost. So yeah, he pretty much concluded that periods were illegal. That was it.
Did he have like a door? Gonna have a door guy with like a whole list, and it's like, okay, if anyone's on their period, you have to wear this bracelet. You are not allowed in the pool area.
Yeah, exactly. Like you got to certify that you're 21 with the bracelet, and then you got to certify that you're period free. Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was so effing funny. That was so good. Anyway, I remember I trolled that guy on and off for the period of like 4 times over like a month. About the whole Twitchcon thing. So yeah. But the best part is, after all of that, I heard that his party was not on the tallest building in San Diego. He rented a 2-story Airbnb and like 6 people showed up.
Oh. I mean, at least people came.
Yeah, he had people come, but he didn't have the penthouse on the top floor of San Diego. Like him and Donald Trump weren't clapping cheeks with Tate, you know. Sad to admit it.